earlier? What scene did you choose earlier as a coming of age scene? Did you get to choose one? Did you have a chance? Okay. What do you think? Let's think out loud together. What do you think might be so far in the book? What scenes have we seen Jeremiah or Ellie in a coming of age event?
First love.
Okay, for example, what?
When they first met in the hallway.
I love that one. Did you hear that? When they first met in the hallway. Why is that an important coming of age scene, you think? It's the first love, right?
And that also started everything.
And it also started the whole plot. That's the whole plot of the story. Excellent. Okay, so then that's one that you can use. Before you move forward with it, though, look at it, analyze it, and see what are the literary elements in that passage. That's a good one. You have to cite the chapter and page before you explain it, okay? Good. You can put your ruler away. That's what you can do. Thank you. Hi, guys. Hi. I don't mean to interrupt, but I do want to hear what scene you guys chose. Oh, Lord. So everyone's choosing that one. It is important. It is important. Okay, so I'm going to challenge you a little bit. You picked that one, but so did another group. Let's try to come up. Yeah, only one so far, right? What is another one? Think about all of the times that maybe Jeremiah is talking with his mom, or Ellie is talking to her mom, or her sister. What other things could we look at as a coming of age scene? That's a good one. You have to come up with three, so that's a good one. But what's another one?
Like the first time they interact and they talk about it, because it like sparks something.
The first time they
talk about each other to their parents.
Oh, when they talk to their parents. Have we gotten to that scene where Ellie is with her dad on Sunday morning?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think about that scene?
That's when they're reading the newspaper, right?
They're reading the newspaper.
On the ground.
They don't have the conversation about, do you have a boyfriend?
They had a conversation about Jeremiah, but it wasn't really, she didn't really explain that much of it.
What didn't she explain? What didn't she explain?
Oh, he wasn't black.
Right. Okay. You see that?
Okay, I won't do that.
So that might be another one, right? Because that Sunday morning ritual, that was important to them, right? That's something that they used to do when she was a little kid. Remember we talked about when you were a little kid and your mom comes in, let's go get a Happy Meal. And you're like, yeah. And that's our ritual. Are we going to get ice cream today? Yeah. That she talks about that. Look at that text, really analyze that. She talks about, there's an internal dialogue where she's talking about how she feels about that time now that she's older, huh? And then her dad is trying to get secrets out of her, and she is not being very forthcoming, right? So that's a good one. Okay? Excellent. Don't want to interrupt you guys, but I do want to hear what scene were you thinking together, the one that you came up with together as
The argument between Ellie and Marion.
the argument between Ellie and Marion. I love that one. That's a good one. I haven't heard that one yet. Why was that coming of age? What's coming of age about that?
The strained parental relationship, because they're just like clashing with each other all the time.
Strained parental relationships. Excellent. So that's one. I see you all have another one coming up. Okay.
The talk that Carlton and Jeremiah have about
Oh,
their
yeah.
relationship and relationship between Jeremiah and Ellie.
What literary elements do you think, go back to the scene where Marion and Ellie are fighting. What literary element is the star of that passage? Is it setting, character, conflict?
Conflict.
Internal, external?
External.
Okay. It's between the two. Everyone else is so quiet. Do you agree with that? Do you? Okay. So if you were to use that passage, you would focus on the literary element conflict. Okay? All right. Good job. Keep going. Thank you for letting me interrupt. Hey guys. What's up? What did we say? Just tell me the one that you guys came up with together first.
We're doing, so they found one, you found one, and I found one.
Oh.
So we're doing 3 of them. The one I found was chapter 6, page 70, when Ellie is questioning what her parents taught her about people of color, and then forming her own opinions. So she's thinking for herself and being independent for the first time. So I think that's a big coming of age.
Why is that an example of coming of age? I agree, but I just want to hear from you why you think it is.
She's becoming independent. She's not just blindly believing everything her parents say. She's thinking for herself.
I love it, yes.
It also says, she also says, I was naive back then.
Yeah, I was
So, yeah.
She's coming into her mature thinking. I love it. You guys are on the road. Good job. What do you think the literary element star of that passage might be? Is it setting, character, conflict?
I think it's probably character and conflict. She's developing her character because of the conflict.
I love it. Way to go. Keep it going. What scene did you guys come up with?
We're probably going to go with the scene on chapter 11 where Jeremiah and Ellie first kiss.
Why is that an important coming of age scene, you think?
I feel like it's an important coming of age moment because of like their strong feelings towards each other and how I feel like they've both felt like they've never felt this type of romance between someone else.
I love it. I'm interested, what literary element do you think is the star of that passage? The setting, where it's taking place? Is it the character and their personality?
I feel it's the characters in there. It's got to be the characters because it's between them, and there's been a lot of foreshadowing, I feel like, because Jeremiah has been talking about how he's been thinking to himself about how he wants to kiss Ellie.
Ah, I like that. I like that. Did you hear that?
Yeah, Ellie is also the
And so has Ellie. I love it. Because there's no conflict, but definitely the way that they've been longing for each other. That's a good one. Good job. Keep it up. Good job. Good job. What did you guys say? What scene did you pick together when we were picking in the beginning?
The scene we put together is where Jeremiah kisses Ellie when I took
Everyone's picking that one.
I chose the second one though.
Okay, what's another one?
It's from chapter 2. It's the one where Ellie is at the table and she's saying, "I met a boy. I wanted to scream. His name is Jeremiah."
Now, what do you guys think about that scene? The one where she thinks, "I met a boy." Is that a good one? Why? Precious. Yeah. Talk to me a little bit about the literary element that you see or think might be the star of that passage. Like, what is standing out? Is there a conflict there? Or is it us learning about her character through that? I'm sorry?
I think it's her character.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're learning about her character. What do we learn about her character in that passage?
I kind of feel like we learn a little bit more about Jeremiah because when she starts describing him, she's like, "Oh, he has dreads." He says he's black too.
What else? So we find out something about her too. We find out something about her. What type of girl is like, "Oh my God, I met a boy, oh my God." What does that tell us about her? What kind of girl is she? Maybe she's boy crazy, right? Maybe she's in love with love. Maybe, she's looking forward to having a relationship because she's lonely. Remember, we talked about how lonely she is and she doesn't have any friends, and then she meets a boy that she actually likes, right? But certainly I agree that character is the star of that. Good job, yes. I love the examples that I'm hearing as I walk around. I really do. Good job. Remember, when you are looking at these elements, these passages, when you're looking at these passages, make sure that you pay attention to the literary element that is the star of that passage. Not just the one that your group came up with, but all of them. What literary element is the star?
Yeah? I think you know.
Chapter 6, page 1.
67. First page is after 67.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with the first scene probably for the biggest part. It's like one of the most solid with those elements. So what literary elements are we? It was a character, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
You okay? You wanna go get some more? You can go get some. Yeah. Where are we? In chapter 6?
We're in chapter 11.
Oh, 11. And we're looking for what? The literary element that's the star
Yeah.
of that passage?
We said earlier that we think it's probably character.
Mm-hmm.
We were just like making sure of that.
Yeah. I think there are a couple elements that play into that particular scene if it's the one I'm thinking about. They're in the park.
Yeah.
The setting also. Why am I saying that? The setting. Why do you think I might throw that in there?
Because they're in Ellie's neighborhood.
They're in Ellie's neighborhood. Go, Kennedy. Yes. Yes. They're in Ellie's neighborhood. And remember, those neighborhoods are different. And we talked about what might happen if Jeremiah is in her neighborhood. Good. Where are we now? What are you guys thinking now? Have you chosen another one?
Yeah.
Okay. What are we looking at for another one? I want to hear from someone else over here. What are you feverishly typing?
Chapter 11, page 13. It was Jeremiah and Ellie's first kiss.
Everybody is obsessed with the first kiss. That is an important scene. It really is. That probably will be the one that everyone ends up writing about. And in that case, you really need to be clear on the literary elements. It might just be one. It might be more than one. There's more than one. Can I just throw that in there? There's more than one. The literary elements that are the stars of that. What's one are you thinking? A literary element you're thinking? Look at the list of literary elements. Setting, character. Is there a conflict? No, so we know it's not a conflict.
Character?
Character. What are we learning about their character?